things. When you give up those things, but when you give up your manhood, I've never seen somebody recover from it. That was all the people that went to the puffy parties. That was all the people that did all those things thinking that there was never going to be a consequence for what they were doing. Got punked out and pimped out by some greater desire. You shouldn't have a greater desire than being a man.
Bothering me is that
Bryshere Gray has finally opened up about why his friendship with Terrence Howard came to an end after Empire finished airing. According to the story being shared, Terrence was aware of the situation Bryshere was facing because he had reportedly been approached first. Bryshere suggests that he made it clear he was not willing to go along with certain expectations. However, he feels Terrence never warned him or tried to protect him from what was coming. Instead, Bryshere believes Terrence stayed silent while his career and reputation suffered. What disappoints him the most is that Terrence often speaks about standing up against the pressures of Hollywood. Yet Bryshere feels he failed to support someone he once called his younger brother when it mattered
being
most.
a celebrity sometimes comes with, like, everybody wants to be successful in a celebrity and stuff like that, but it comes with, you know, bullshit sometimes, and, you know, that's the only thing that I hate about it.
Bryshere Gray.
Many people believe Bryshere Gray was let down by almost everyone around him. Some critics point to his family, especially his mother, while others blame the adults and mentors who were supposed to guide and protect him. There is also disappointment directed at people he considered close friends, who, according to these claims, failed to support him during some of the hardest moments of his life and career. Stories and rumors about Diddy's alleged behavior toward both younger and older men have circulated in the entertainment industry for years. Because of that, many people were surprised when Terrence Howard shared his own experience. Terrence has always publicly said that he stayed true to his personal values, even while dealing with the intense pressure that comes with working in Hollywood. According to Terrence, Diddy contacted him, saying he wanted acting coaching for an upcoming role. At first, Terrence believed the request was genuine and thought he was simply being asked to help another entertainer improve his acting skills. However, he later felt the situation was heading in a different direction than he expected. Because of that, he decided not to continue the relationship. Terrence said he ended all communication with Diddy and from that point forward, kept every interaction brief and strictly professional whenever they happened to see each other at industry events.
He's with my man Charlie Mack, so Charlie was with me every step of the way. First out the limo, so Charlie has been with me, 30 years coming up in the business. So, he's surrounded by a whole lot of strength. He's surrounded by a whole lot of love, and all he has to do is add discipline, and he's gonna be all right.
Girl, it's...
Terrence Howard may no longer be at the peak of his Hollywood career, but many people considered him one of the industry's most handsome actors during his prime. He has claimed that some producers allegedly offered career opportunities in exchange for personal favors, but he says he turned those offers down every time. According to Terrence, keeping his self-respect was far more important than gaining fame or money through compromises. During the conversation, the focus later shifted to Bryshere Gray, who played Terrence's son on Empire. Terrence made controversial remarks, suggesting that Bryshere's struggles were an example of what can happen when powerful people in the entertainment industry take advantage of young actors. Those comments quickly sparked discussion
for
and
weeks
debate
asking
online.
me to come and teach him how to, wanted me to be his acting coach for a while. Go there and he's sitting around just looking. I'm like, okay, what's the material you want to work on? He's just looking at me. Then next thing you know, okay, hey, will you help me? I want to hear your music. So I come over there and I play the music. And he's sitting there, just looking at me, like waiting. Okay. So then my assistant was like, he wants to hang out with you next week. And I was like, for what? He's like, I think he's trying to fuck you. That's what my assistant said. And I was like, oh, okay. Now I get it. So now no more communication.
Terrence Howard may no longer be at the peak of his Hollywood career, but many people considered him one of the industry's most handsome actors during his prime. He has claimed that some producers allegedly offered career opportunities in exchange for personal favors, but he says he turned those offers down every time. According to Terrence, keeping his self-respect was far more important than gaining fame or money through compromises. During the conversation, The focus later shifted to Bryshere Gray, who played Terrence's son on Empire. Terrence made controversial remarks, suggesting that Bryshere's struggles were an example of what can happen when powerful people in the entertainment industry take advantage of young actors. Those comments quickly sparked discussion and debate
in order to get to where he was at. There's a lot of things that people do that end up sitting and they can't get over it, and they got to keep getting high, hoping to get it out of their head.
But Bryshere has been...
According to the story being shared, after Bryshere Gray was introduced to Diddy and Will Smith, Terrence Howard was not only aware of the situation, but also witnessed changes in Bryshere firsthand. Former associate brother Bill claimed that Bryshere sometimes arrived on set appearing intoxicated and was difficult to work with. He allegedly became angry with people around him because he believed many of them had failed him or ignored what he was going through.
Get out of character when we work. So sometimes I go crazy because I'm talking to Lucius, so I may be like getting into the scene even more than I'm hearing Terrence talk to me as Lucius, and I'm like,
According to the story being told, Terrence Howard noticed that Bryshere Gray seemed deeply affected by the experiences he had gone through. Supporters of this narrative claim Bryshere no longer seemed like the confident young actor people first met on the set of Empire. Instead, they say, he appeared emotionally drained and struggled to cope with everything happening around him. These claims have not been independently verified, but they continue to be widely discussed online. The story also suggests that rather than continuing to mentor Bryshere as he had in the beginning, Terrence gradually became more distant. They reportedly spoke only when they were working together on set, and when Bryshere tried to contact him for advice or support, Terrence was no longer as available as he had once been. Some people believe Terrence stepped back because publicly supporting Bryshere could have put his own Hollywood career at risk. At the time, Diddy was viewed by many as one of the most influential figures in the entertainment business, with strong industry connections. According to this version of events, Terrence chose to protect his own position instead of getting involved in a conflict that could have serious consequences for his future. After Empire came to an end, Bryshere's life became increasingly difficult. He faced several legal problems, including arrests related to assault and domestic violence allegations. In 2021, he pleaded guilty to aggravated assault and was sentenced to 10 days in county jail along with 3 years of probation. Those legal issues, combined with his public struggles, led many fans to wonder what had happened to the talented young actor who once seemed destined for a long career. In recent months, however, there have been signs that Bryshere is trying to rebuild his life. His social media presence has changed, with his X account now set to private. On Instagram, he has shared posts showing himself making music again and performing at nightclubs in Kenya. Many supporters see these updates as a positive sign that he is focusing on his career and moving forward. Reports also suggest that Bryshere has remained out of contact with Terrence Howard and others he believes let him down during his time on Empire. The situation has sparked debate online, with some fans pointing out that public sympathy is often given to certain celebrities facing personal struggles while others receive far less compassion. Many hope Bryshere continues to heal, rebuild his career, and find the support he needs as he moves into the next chapter of his life.
Crazy. He's getting stopped by the cops. There's male prostitutes involved. There's mental illness involved. There's drug use involved. And I'm really trying to see what happened to this guy. And one day he said, you know what happened. You know that Will R-worded me, or however y'all kind of say it on YouTube. You know that Diddy sexually assaulted me, and you know Charlie Mack made me suck his private part, right? And I'm like, whoa, this was a full admittance.